We just wrapped up the final qualifiers for the $1 million Esports World Cup LAN event that's taking place next month in Riyadh, but it wasn't without its drama. You're probably wondering, if you saw in the timeline, why we had clips of Khanada saying things like this. Yo, what's up, dude?
Yo, what's good, bro?
What's good, man? How you doing?
On God, Man City, whoever, if Man City actually needs to get a grip. This is actually some sad, sore loser shit, in my opinion. When you lose, you take it like a man. You don't sit there and cry and try to take something out the map. You lose, bro. I'm dropping 30s on these. These kids are all trash. I don't give a. These kids are all trash, but this is just sad. Some sore loser.
In case you guys have somehow missed it, the Esports World Cup is a $60 million gaming event taking place in Riyadh, and Fortnite is being featured and is going to take place in the event next month. We already had 6 teams who qualified through DreamHack Dallas. If you watched my vlog, you know who those are. And then we had 10 teams who qualified through the online qualifiers. There was 2 spots for EU, 2 spots for NA, 2 spots for Middle East, and then Brazil, Asia, and OC only had 1 spot. So we had only a few spots remaining for a massive event. So you know things were going to get intense, but during the NA qualifiers, we had a lot of drama when Dignitas, after winning a round over Man City, turns out they climbed into a spot they weren't supposed to with the mantle feature. Man City wasn't happy about this, reported it to the admins, and the admins ended up taking the win from Dignitas and giving it to Man City, which led the players to be extremely furious. The entire community broke out, freaking out. Everyone was going crazy because this made what was going to be a 2-0 for Dignitas down to a 1-1, and it was the first of 3 to take it. They then played the next map. Dignitas managed to win it. Then we had Man City equaling things, making it 2-2, and then we went to the final map. Capture the flag. Whoever wins this books their ticket to Riyadh, and it was ridiculous. Khanada's here. Marius wrapping around though. Khanada on the defense. This is very risky. It's coming down to a 1v1. Khanada can't lose this. Marius doesn't know where he is though, so he gets first shot advantage and he wins that. Khanada puts down Marius. If Tripburn can find a big elim, or Cold can, this could open things up. Khanada goes down. Cold's still going. Acorn's there though. So's Pilkey. TK's holding Tripburn. Tripburn gets it. This could be bad for Dignitas. Threat's there to back him up. TK tries to cut him off with a dynamite. Gets picked off from the balcony. Tripburn's running down mud. It comes down to Acorn. Acorn tries to cut him off, but Cold cuts off Acorn. Tripburn has a clean run of this. Khanada has to pull off something massive. Khanada tries to swing. Takes down Cold. And Tripburn versus Khanada. Can Khanada take him down? Khanada does. Tripburn goes for it. Marius gets it. Threats runs it home. It's 1-0 to Man City. They get the first flag capture. This could be bad for Dignitas, but then again, Khanada takes it. Pilkey. Khanada can't get away from Cold. Cold is just too good. Acorn tries to go for it. TK tries to go for it. Tripburn versus Acorn. Acorn wins it. Acorn wins the trade. Pilkey trying to back him up. Threat's going mud. Pilkey trying to swing out a pool right now. I think Acorn still has it. Acorn still has it. It's going to go back 1-1. Dignitas equal it out. 12 seconds left. We're going to OT. Map 5. Winner goes to Riyadh. Loser stays home. Marius is healthy though. Acorn gets hit hard. Marius gonna get his hands on the flag. This could be big. This could be it. 23 HP. Is Marius gonna run away with it? No, he's not. Wait a second. Threats is in the base though. Threats in Dignitas' base. Threats has taken the flag. He's going tunnel. TK looks like they're gonna try and take the flag as well. I think Acorn's taken tunnel down mud. Threats is taking the tunnel. Wait, if Threats goes down, they win. Threats went down. No, Tripburn grabs it. Pilkey wins it. Pilkey returns it. Acorn's in the base. Acorn captures it. And Dignitas wins. Dignitas is going to Riyadh. They win it 3-2. Map 5 OT. Dignitas will be joining XSET in the grand finals. They've booked their ticket through to Riyadh. That is our 2 teams representing NA. And unfortunately, Man City stumble at the last hurdle. The script could not have been more perfect for this. The fact that it came down to map 5 and then went to overtime just made it so intense. You heard a little bit of what Khanada had to say about Man City earlier, but I can't show you their celebration clip because it's literally just 45 seconds of Khanada and Pilkey and Acorn swearing over and over again. It was intense, but the community was super upset. I wanted to cover this. Obviously, I'm part of Dignitas. I'm signed to Dignitas, so I'm going to try to make this as unbiased as possible. It turns out it was expressed to the players that going into that spot was against the rules. Several teams on EU actually had to forfeit their point when they did this in their matches during the qualifiers. Meanwhile, though, there were certain teams on NA who were doing this strategy and certain teams who versed other teams doing this strategy who did it and they were not punished. So it seems to be the situation is you didn't get punished unless the other team reported it. But Man City said that it was expressed that you weren't allowed to do it. A lot of people saying that that's fair enough. Maybe the point should have just been replayed rather than just giving the win over to Man City. Dignitas players were expressing the fact they won the round 250 to 150. So that over 100 points. And did Acorn going into that spot actually play an advantage? No, he died straight after this and didn't even get a single kill. But rules are rules. Dignitas ate it. They went and played on and they still qualified, which honestly I was really happy about. Man City played absolutely phenomenally. They also 3-0'd Dignitas earlier in the qualifiers, so the fact that Dignitas managed to beat them even with that point taken away was honestly insane. And now Dignitas going through the LAN doesn't have an asterisk on it like it would have been with Man City. People saying they didn't deserve it. Honestly, Man City played phenomenal. I understood the whole situation. I wanted to make sure I presented as unbiasedly as possible, but Dignitas ended up winning. So even if you were upset with Man City, no harm, no foul. Like I said, we now have the 16 teams qualified to the finals. So the teams that have already qualified from DreamHack Dallas were Falcons, who absolutely dominated, Carmine Corp, Heroic, Big, Fnatic, and Agent. And now the last 10 spots, if we look over on NA, we managed to have Xset pushing through. Xset won the entire tournament. They beat Dignitas in the grand finals. Xset was unstoppable. They only dropped one map in the entire event. They literally destroyed everyone. Dignitas ended up coming second. They have now qualified as well. Over on EU, we had Gaming Gladiators GG, which was Vanya's team, and then we had VBBX, which was Bloomy's team, qualifying. Over on Latam, which is Brazil, we managed to have Randu's team take the top spot. On Middle East, we had two teams going through. We had Best Team and BMNF. Over on Asia, we had Zeta Division, who actually attended DreamHack Dallas, and then we had on OCE, the one team to make it through was the Power Squad. Now, I wanted to shout out some specific players as well here. We had a whole bunch of pros flying around the world to play these. We had players like Tripburn and Marius fly over to NA to represent Man City and just fall short. We had players like Power Alex and Power Worthy, who were actually in NA playing FNCS, who had to fly back to Australia after already flying to NA for DreamHack and flying back. So these two guys have now flown from Australia to US and back to the US and back, and now they have to fly back to the US again for FNCS within a month. So ESL came in with this big prize pool. They wanted to make a super competitive event. They wanted to make something that would bring orgs back to Fortnite, sign big pros to go at it, and that's exactly what we've had. We've had players traveling around the world, fielding different teams, huge orgs coming back to Fortnite, and it's been super fun to watch, but it isn't over yet. Now, the finals is taking place next month in Riyadh around the 10th of August. Now, I'm actually going to be in Riyadh broadcasting this. I'm putting back on the suit and tie. I'm going to be the official broadcast for this event. You guys really liked the last vlog I put out of DreamHack Dallas. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do another vlog of Riyadh. But if you go to my Twitch channel and my YouTube, I'm hoping to stream it onto both. I will actually be live for the entire event, bringing all the action, casting, analysis, all of that. I'm going to have a team with me there as well. It's going to be a proper professional broadcast at the actual event. So I want to let you guys know I will be bringing all the action. You can cover it here on my YouTube channel, or if you watch my Twitch channel. The last thing I do want to talk about that's going to create a potential lot of drama and excitement here over the next few days is teams haven't actually locked in their roster yet for Riyadh. The way it works is the actual qualification spot goes to the organization and the team itself, not the players. Any of these teams can actually switch out one of their players if they choose to and lock in their roster before they go to Riyadh. I don't know what the cutoff is for this. I've heard from players saying it's the next few days, but we have some huge players. I'm looking at mostly Cold, who absolutely went crazy for Man City, who is now not attending Riyadh, but could be. Any team from around the world, if they wanted to, could sub out one of their players for another player who isn't already attending Riyadh. This is like a more conventional esport, like Valorant, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, where the team has the spot, not the players, which we're obviously not used to in Fortnite because most Fortnite players aren't actually signed to organizations or teams, they're just representing themselves. So I'm very interested to see if we actually see any players swapped out or any teams switching up, which could be massive heading into the LAN event, because after DreamHack Dallas, we had players like Anas getting fielded to play for Carmine Corp, who ended up qualifying, but then Anas wasn't actually on the main roster. He was just filling in, and now they've replaced him with someone else. So it's gonna be super interesting to see how that goes going forward. I don't know exactly what the plan is for any of these teams who did qualify with different teams like DreamHack Dallas, but it could get very spicy on the timeline very soon.